You know, I be trying to have like spiritual awakenings and shit, and you just be all in the middle of that, just hella tweaking, wildin'. I know every time we at it, that you just bring me static, so I can't fuck with you no more, cause you too problematic. Demons in your attic, and you can't seem to balance, so I can't fuck with you no more, cause you too problematic. I said I cannot with you, I cannot with you, I cannot with you, no, I cannot with you, no, I cannot with you, I cannot with you.
Welcome back to Looking Glass. I'm Ash the Stampede, and here is my wonderful, corny-ass head co-host, Henny.
Hey, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy X, aka Henny, at Black Ice 392. Look, you already know the deal. Don't judge me for my tweets. You laughed anyway, but don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
it. This is Church at Coffin-Born God. I don't got nothing to say about my account this week. You know, you have to check back next week.
It's your boy Ken at ShadowCoon _. I don't got nothing special to say this week except One Piece Go. That's about it.
This is Brandon, aka at Aperio Kulos. I don't expect y'all know how to tweet that, so don't even look for it. So yeah, you good. All right.
You trying to say
out on
niggas
much.
are
Niggas is
illiterate?
illiterate. Niggas is illiterate.
Brandon might be.
Can't spell. Might
Oh
be.
my God.
Hey,
Do
before
we
we
have any
proceed,
questions?
Yeah, do we have any questions this week?
think so. Oh wait, we got a
Alright.
question from the homie Angela.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and do it up.
The question from the homie Ange is this: since Riri is getting a solo, I am fucked up to.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
I'm
Nigga over
tired
there
of shit.
stuttering,
I don't know
what's
what's
wrong with
going on. Who would y'all want to have their own solo come out next?
Ooh,
I
that's a good question.
probably either want Miles or Scar to get a solo. Those two weird
Miles.
choices, but I want those two.
I was gonna say
One-
Miles too.
We shouldn't have to ask for Miles.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to ask for Miles.
We really should.
I want Scar solo specifically because of the build off that. I remember that Civil War II tie-in, The Fallen. I really want one because they established him as a son of Hulk again, and they got him with the Warboundness look. I wouldn't mind a solo of him like going back and traveling through the universe with the Warbound again. So I'd love for a Scar solo one day. Marvel like to give everybody else a solo. You might as well get this nigga one. They give everybody one. So
Yeah.
fuck it. And anybody's viable. So I hope he gets one. What do you guys got up besides Miles, whatever? Anybody else have some? Somebody else?
That's
they want?
it, Miles.
Yeah, Miles. Come on, Marvel.
Yes, that's it.
Like it's fucking
Yeah.
August, and we still don't have a Miles book. That's bullshit. I think what
Spider-Gwen is out.
said last week is gonna come true, but besides that, just fucking Miles, bro. That's it.
I think he'll get his December.
He's definitely gonna get another book. But honestly, I'd give Loki another book. I mean, he's been all these
Nigga, why?
giants and shit. Yeah, because I love
Prince of Asgard was good.
Al Ewing did his shit on the book, and I need that back. Like he's been in all these tie-ins. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. It's kind of out of character. But you know, I'll take the content. You know, but I don't fuck with. It's like it's kind of out of character for him to make his own Avengers team. But I guess he's trying to go for, I'm gonna save everyone now, and maybe he will.
Okay.
He won't. But I want another solo, like Agent.
Yeah, I'd be down for that because like Agent of Asgard was a surprise. It was a surprisingly good because I'm like, this nigga Loki about to
Those
get a
weird
book.
books tend to be.
Yeah, it always does. It's the ones you least expect that are surprisingly good. I guess keeping low expectations and maybe shitting on a book kind of comes back in a good way. It's like, this ain't gonna be shit. You read it, you're decently surprised. I like those books. But what else we got up next? Anime announcements this week?
Anime news. The fairy tale.
Hold up. Before we get into the topic this week, I think we need to highlight a certain pod member. Listen, the homie Church originally came out on here as a replacement, as a fill-in for the week. and ever since then, he has not missed a single episode. So it is our honor to promote Church to, I guess, pod regular if he wants it.
Let's go. I'm a starter.
Hey,
I won't let you down, coach.
congratulations.
He came off the bench.
Yeah.
Thank
Hey.
you.
I'm proud of you.
All right,
Thank
now
you.
we can go.
Okay, now we can? Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right,
when
we good
you
now?
give Church his moment.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I feel you. But,
So fairy tale.
the poster was revealed for the final season of Fairy Tale, which is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to air in October 7th, 2018. And this was after spin-offs and shit were announced. So, how's
Yep.
everybody feeling about Fairy Tale? Final season.
Fairy tale in general.
Yeah. I'm happy for the fans.
Yeah, at least they get to
Preface it
get
by
the
that.
last season. You know, I'm just good on fairy tale, anime, anything else. You know, congratulations to the people who have been waiting on this. They'll actually get a final season, unlike Bleach. But
Why
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
sending shots?
Kudos
Why we
to them.
sending shots, bro?
Hey,
kudos to
bro.
them, you know?
Say it how it is.
Kudos to them. I'm glad they're getting their content.
Yeah.
They're getting their stuff wrapped up. So kudos to fairy tale, even if I'm not excited for it.
I mean, I watched Fairy Tale about 2 years ago. I kind of fell off after the time skip, but it's not a bad show. It is literally the friendship power up anime, like the premier power friendship type ass shit. So
Oh, yeah.
it's
But
it's
As
cool.
with any other shonen.
yeah, it doesn't feel satisfying when they do it though. It feels like you have to do it to a point to where
No,
it feels
yeah,
good when they do it instead of an ass pull.
Yeah,
But
Ken,
it's fairy tale.
that's exactly how I feel about it. Like in
Yeah.
Naruto or Bleach or Dragon Ball, they show the character training or going through some trials to get stronger. In Fairy
Yeah.
Tale, it's literally them niggas get strong out of nowhere. Like no
Yeah.
progression.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's
It's
hilarious.
fucking
Natsu comes
weird.
back and one shots gods. That's hilarious. It's funny. It's like, okay. He said, like the entire guild was getting launched by two characters. Natsu comes back day one shots the guy. It was like, oh, this is what we doing, huh? That shit is
Apparently.
hilarious. Bro, it's so absurd. It's just hilarious. But that's my take on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's how I feel about it.
Pretty
And
much.
Bleach.
That live
get
action
every-
movie to come to Netflix next
We
month.
good. I am good. They gonna get everything
We good
except
off
that final
it.
season.
I
They gonna get
mean-
everything except that final season.
Nah, the final season is coming, chill, bro. But the movie's been well received from what I hear. So, I mean, mind
I've heard
you,
mixed criticisms.
I
Yeah.
still haven't watched the Death Note movie. So
You don't need to. Why is it getting a part 2? Like,
For chaos purposes.
who asked for that?
I
That
need
pissed me off when I
that
saw
just
it.
for chaos. I need that just to see everybody go through a shitstorm. I need that.
They bullied the director like crazy, so
Yep.
I honestly
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't feel for Death Note fans at all.
I
Yeah.
don't either.
That's what they get. They deserve another one.
Yeah. They need another one, bro. Big facts.
And the
but-
Bleach film, yeah, like okay.
I'm
Right.
not gonna watch
Okay.
it, but for the Bleach fans who do want to peep
Terrence.
this, have fun with it. You know, you get to have a nice live action.
Chill,
Happy
chill.
for you, bro. Happy for you.
Happy for you, bro.
Shout out
Terrence, if you
Terrence.
listen to this, get a fucking mic, nigga.
So you can talk about Bleach.
Oh me, yeah.
Don't
So you can
tell
talk
him
about
that.
Bleach all the
Don't nobody
time.
want to hear him talk about no Bleach. Like, the
Oof.
fuck?
We are good.
But in comics news, Shazam is announced to be coming back with Jeff Johns and Dale Eaglesham or Eaglesham. How do you say that?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
said
Eagle
Eagle
Sham.
Sham.
Okay.
It's Eagle Sham.
That sounds like some UK.
That sounds like some MAGA shit to
It
me.
probably is.
But it
Kings.
is scheduled to hit stands November 21st. How
Yeah.
y'all feeling? Woohoo, Billy the Edmondson?
Yeah, I'm excited. It apparently picks up off the last plot point that Shazam left in the. I think it was running in a Justice League comic with
Yeah.
Mr. Mind and
Yeah.
Dr. Savannah. So that they're picking up on that plot point and they're also establishing some new stuff with the Rock Eternity. I'm glad to see him back, and I guess it's going to be a family book since they still have their members here. So I'm excited for that because I actually like the new Shazam family. They look cool, nice little diverse cast members. I'm excited to see what they do. Hopefully the book does well and it stays around. And I've always loved this creative team of Jeff Johns and Eagle Sam since their JSA run. So I'm excited to see what work they put in.
And also, I think this is the first monthly Shazam book in about 20 years, so that's really important.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Yep, movie coming soon-ish, so time to try to get people into it again.
Try to do a movie adjacent book, just like let Shazam be who he is, you know?
Yeah, I don't think Jeff Johns will do
DC
that.
Really,
They're not Marvel, so
they're not going to change their characters around just
for the sake of a movie.
The
Yep.
shade.
I mean, we speaking facts here on Looking Glass, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a good book, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously. I'm so hyped, man. We were asking for this for a while.
I'm just
Took 'em a
really
while.
excited for the whole post-Doomsday Clock DC. It's looking to be really good.
Just gotta when the books finally come out, you know.
When they come out.
When they come out, when we actually get the titles that come out of it, you know, I'm sure they'll be great.
I don't know, but I'm like, I'll buy the issue, every issue when it comes out, but like, I'm not excited for Doomsday Clock anymore. Maybe it's because it's not coming out like it should.
It's not coming out
that's how I
consistently.
feel.
When a book comes out on schedule, I'm excited because I'm looking forward to it. But then they say, okay, it's not coming out now, and I'm like, damn, all right, I have to wait more.
Yeah,
I
Exactly.
get interested in, I get interested in other things.
And I'm like, where's the next one? Like,
yeah,
what?
I'm not looking forward to it weekly anymore. I'm like, went into my pool, I'm like, oh shit, Doomsday Clock dropped this week, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a surprise for me when it drops, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
I'm not
oh,
anticipating it
another one?
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. It's just like with Doomsday Clock, I really want it because a lot of the stuff that I've been waiting for years, to be honest, it spins out of that book, and for it to be on just such, you know, shitty scheduling, it's just takes all of my anticipation now for it because I'm still waiting for the JSA, Legion of Superheroes, still waiting for that stuff. So,
And don't get us wrong, the book's fucking amazing. Like, it's a
Yeah, the
great
book-
book.
yeah, the book
It just
is-
takes a
Yeah, it is.
fucking long
But-
time to come out.
Does it
Yeah.
does it feel like DC's not hyping Doomsday Clock as much as they were? Because
No.
honestly, the last issue, I forgot it came out. I read it 2 weeks after, and of course, it was fantastic. It was
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. The issue was amazing, but I didn't even know it dropped.
yeah, it feels like they're not hyping it and pushing it as before because I think the delays. It's all on Gary Frank, to be honest. It's like, I don't. Frank not on it, so we don't
And
know if he's gonna get more
not
delays
say
enough to
Squid
push it
Joke.
like that.
Yes.
I didn't say anything. I just said, you know,
I was about to
Frank's
say
not
it.
on it. You know, we look on Twitter. You know, Frank's working on which issue 8. It's like, wow, you know, couldn't we
This
do a
shit
little
is
bit of
doing-
pre-work? You know, something
Doing that
to be ahead of the ball.
Like,
Yeah,
stop
you like-
drawing.
Yeah, they botched
You're
the
out,
plan
you're
a
out here
bit.
tweeting. Yeah, they bossed like for me. I'm just surprised because if Rebirth was 6 months before we even got the hints for Doomsday Clock, Gary Frank went on no projects. Why is he?
Doomsday Clock should be done.
Yeah,
Should have
Yeah,
been
it should be
because
absolutely
there's
done
three
by
or
now.
4 issues ahead. He should have been ahead of the ball. For the fact that he's still drawing the current issue makes my head hurt. But you know, when it gets done, it'll get done. So that is
Like
what it
he's
is.
really turning in the finished version on like Monday, expecting it to be on Wednesday. Like really,
Nah.
It's just like,
You're like I can't be excited for it anymore.
yeah.
I'm still gonna
It's like,
buy every issue, but it's not hype.
those delays are killing me.
All
All
right.
right, Ash, what
So,
we got next?
Batman and the Outsiders with Brian Edward Hill and Dexter Soy has been announced.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
He's
that
really
good
excited for that
shit.
one.
That good
Book.
shit. That crack pipe,
Batman
you know what I'm saying?
in it with the safety is off. So how are y'all feeling?
Can I go first?
Yeah, go
Go
ahead.
All right. So to preface this, his run in detective so far has been directly about this, with the latest issue Batman flat out sanctioning the Outsiders, and I'm really fucking excited for this book for this reason, among others. Besides Batman, this whole book's cast is people of color. You got 2 strong black men and Black Lightning and Duke Thomas, or Signal, if you want to call him that. And then you have Katana and Cassandra Cain, which are 2 badass females, 2 badass Asian females in their own right. So this is a really dope dope cast. Sorry, people. Along with some really cool characters and some dope ass possibilities. and a great writer and a great artist, Dexter Soy, who's already been on Red Hood and Outlaws. So I'm really excited for this book. I want it really bad, but it's coming out in December, so I gotta wait. But shout out to Brian Edward Hill for retweeting us when we announced the book for him.
For me, I'm really excited for Outsiders because this is something that's been hinted at since like towards metal. Even though I like metal, I was excited when I saw the Outsiders announcement because I'm a really huge fan of that team. Even though it's Batman, Batman made the team. I like the cast members that it has. I always love Black Lightning. I always love Katana. So I'm excited to see those guys around. I'm excited to see what Brian Hill does with Duke. I'm excited to see what he does with those characters, and I hope we get a really good, family-based team. See these guys bond and grow together as a unit. And the creative team, I'm really excited for. Brian Edward Hill, I've loved most of the projects I've read him on. Aphrodite 5, his Wildstorm book at DC, Michael Cray is great. You guys should go read that. It's getting ready to wrap up. One more issue. You guys should definitely go check that out. 12 issues. Just need to read Wildstorm and jump in. And his detective run, the issues that we read, they've been really solid and a good lead into his run. So, and we got a good feel for the characters and how they're going to feel when we go into his run. And he has a good grasp on it. And the artist, Dexter Soy, been loving him on Red Hood. He's been snapping on that book. And I think he'll be good because he's a good artist to match for this type of book. Since we're doing I guess a Black Ops team, more street level book, I think Dexter Soy can match that tone perfectly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he can match that perfectly. So they picked a good artist and they picked a good writer that can, be good with scripts and give him something descriptive. Because if you go on Brian Hill's Twitter, you can see that he does a lot of research. You can tell that he puts a lot into going to check out what he wants to do with these characters. Like there was something he said in the article when he said he went and test drove a Ferrari because that was for one of the first issues when Batman was shot on fire. He wanted to get a feel for it. He told the guys that he wanted the keys to an F420, I think, and it was like, He said he was writing for Batman. It was like, oh, okay. That Batman name holds weight. That really made me laugh when he said that. He just said he was writing for Batman. I was like, oh, come on, get these keys, man. That Batman name holds some weight. So that was really funny when I read that in the article. So I'm really excited for this title.
Yeah,
I can't wait till it comes out.
That's how I feel too. I think part of me is just like it looks really good, but part of me has this worry that's going to end up like the JLA Rebirth title, where Batman like had way too much
power
control of that of that team, to where it was like I didn't even care about these members because they really I mean they got to do stuff, but it was still Batman. It's JLA would make more sense being free than the Outsiders, because that's Batman. I mean that's his thing. JLA should have had way more freedom than it did, but it didn't. So the Outsiders, I trust Hill though, so I think it'll be fine. Great. I mean,
JL was also just a really boring book.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was also boring, even outside of Batman. But for Outsiders,
it wasn't even
that is
Batman's
his team
fault.
created.
It was, I think Orlando read that.
Yeah, Orlando read that. It was just drove for like 18 issues.
Yeah,
plus,
that Ray Palmer arc dragged like a month ago.
Yeah, for sure.
It just didn't hit. It didn't hit. That was just point blank and simple. The book wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just mediocre to the point to where it made me go to sleep. Put me in a coma. Wasn't feeling.
Everything puts you in a coma.
No,
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, Brandon, what do you think, bro?
My only issue, I don't have any issues, but I didn't particularly care. Like, okay, there was the only insignificant, like there was like a what you call it? Like, okay, in the beginning of Tom King's Batman run, Batman had all the family around him, and he said, "Oh, you're my strength." And then his run of detective, he's saying they're making him weak. So that was my only issue. I'm wondering what kind of Batman he's gonna write, especially post wedding. Is he gonna be like, okay, sad, depressed, angry Batman? He's gonna grow the beard again? What? I'm just like, I'm pretty sure everyone else is gonna be fine because he wrote Cassandra and Katana perfectly. But how? I'm more curious about what kind of Batman he's going to write for this arc.
Okay, that's understandable, Greg, because this is going into post-wedding. Batman, especially since he has the jaws back on. He has his depression jaws back on. So I like
The
that.
drunk.
He got his diapers back on.
His diaper, bro.
got his depression diaper back on. So I'm interested to see where that goes. I'm interested because like that's honestly a good question. Will the Batman that we've seen, after the wedding arc, after that, I'm interested to see where that goes. I'm interested to see how does he write him after the consequences are the way. I agree on that. I think that'll be interesting to see.
What do you think, Ash?
Oh, I was just gonna add in. This will be a comic with POC characters, but I feel like there's not enough conversation around Black writers or Black creators. So everyone, go out and support this. Like Black characters, POC characters, woohoo! But we need more Black representation as far as writers and creators go. So y'all go pick this up.
Yeah, POC creators too. You have a Black writer and an Asian artist on it. So
yeah, I remember Hills talking about how he was gonna make sure Black Lightning didn't concede at all to Batman. So it's one thing to have Black writers who still write our Black characters add-ons, but Hill made it a point that how he's gonna write Black Lightning would be a strong way. And so you have to assume that would apply to Duke as well.
Right.
Yeah, go support the book.
Definitely go out and keep that.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the DCEU. Hans Zimmer is coming out of superhero movie retirement to score Wonder Woman 1984. Yay. It's also said that he is supposed to score the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie that's supposed to come out in 2000.
Yes, is that ever coming out?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good, because I was going to say that. I was like, man, who wants that? Poor dude.
Ask for that. But if the audience does not know who Hans Zimmer is an award-winning composer for many movies, including the Dark Knight trilogy, Blade Runner 2049, Inception, and loads of other. He has multiple Oscars for this shit. This is no slouch. This is a big deal for him to be coming out of superhero retirement to do this movie. So
yeah, and
important.
DC related, he did Man of Steel and BVS, which were overlooked because people didn't like the movies. But those scores were some of the greatest he ever did. Yeah. Honestly, it's some of the greatest. So the fact he's coming back is great.
Yeah, he created the Wonder Woman theme for Batman vs Superman, and that shit's iconic.
Exactly.
Music always makes film better, especially when it's strong. It just makes anything better because, for example, think of Attack on Titan, right, in anime. Imagine if it didn't have the score that it did. It would still hit, but it wouldn't hit the same. It's because its score is so oppressive and powerful. You really feel it. So that's what Hans is able to portray with his superhero stuff. It just makes everything better. Someone put one of his scores on the Infinity War, the Snap, and that brought the movie up 2 points. Just watching it.
It enhances the feeling.
It moved up from an 8 to a 10. I was impressed. But
it's great.
Here's my thing. I'm not sure. I just don't feel. Maybe I don't feel like his score is going to be appreciated because on Wonder Woman. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But
why?
I feel like it's just because it's Wonder Woman. Because the first movie,
if you keep it in the buck, bro, the first movie was very successful. The first movie is the most well-received DC movie to date. Well, DCEU movie.
They put it on Aquaman, Shazam's not serious enough for a hands in it. Maybe you know what? Maybe it would. I'm just not sure this would be the right movie for it. Especially because I
feel that way about that X-Men Dark Phoenix movie. Yeah, I feel like it's not going to be appreciated on that.
Yeah,
they're advertising this Wonder Woman movie as not as serious. I
get what Brandon's saying. I understand.
Okay, I feel that.
I get because like he said, Aquaman. That's an epic sort of, and Han's score would sort of be an accessory to that way better than Wonder Woman, where her story, it seems like this time is a lot more low key. She's not fighting in a war, you know, like she was in the first one.
Okay, yeah,
I get what you're saying, Brandon. Okay.
Yeah, it's more grounded because isn't she like? It's focused on Minerva, which is Cheetah. It's just not as grand as what a Hans Zimmer, score could do for a film. So I understand why he think it could be better suited, but I'm excited that he's here. Regardless, brother, the score is gonna elevate it regardless. So
I mean, this fucking score is probably gonna be the best movie of the X-Men movie, best part of the X-Men movie. So.
Gross. It has Jennifer what's her fuck in it. I'm just
bro, it's crazy because that cast is actually kind of decent. They just squander that shit every movie.
I think some of the X-Men films are good.
Yeah, some of them were nice.
I think like maybe
most of them I could care less for.
I was about to say maybe two of them are good. The rest stink.
One or two. Maybe X2 and First Class. X2 and First Class. That's about it.
Nah, G.
Maybe X-Men 1,
nah,
X2?
X2 and Logan. That's it.
X2, Logan, and First Class, they're all good.
First Class is good.
First Class is dope.
Well, fuck First Class because they killed Darwin. They killed the man who could adapt to anything.
That was the dumbest death.
Yo, let's move on because we will rag these fucking movies all goddamn day.
Okay,
what we got next?
Oh, man. Okay. And TV, CW announces the crossover date. It's Sunday, December 9th, Tuesday, December 11th, and Tyler Hoechlin?
Hecklin.
Hoechlin.
Tyler Hecklin.
Hecklin, whatever the fuck y'all said. His Superman is supposed to take part in this. So
the dates, the order is going to be Flash on Sunday, December the 9th. Arrow on Monday, December 10th, and Supergirl on that next day. And then, along with Heckling Superman to appear in all 3 episodes, apparently CW's Lois Lane is supposed to appear in these, and her casting hasn't been announced yet. And keep in mind that this is the same event that Batwoman is supposed to debut in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
listen, I'm good.
I gotta tell y'all, man. Like,
go ahead.
They just can't keep getting away with this. they just can't.
It's highway robbery.
It is. Yeah. It's just they've lost it. They've lost the plot at this point, and they're putting together so many things that just don't make sense on screen. Like I'm all for being open-minded, but man, just stop, please.
Yes, let it die.
Yes. Let it die. Get them CW DC shows out of here. And for my opinion, there's only one CW Superman I acknowledge, and it ain't T-Wolf. It's Derek from T-Wolf. I am good.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: their exposure on CW is good for the culture in general.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Like look at Black Lightning. Look at Black Lightning over the past year. That's a prime example.
Yeah, but he was portrayed in a way that was faithful to his character.
Yeah.
Like everybody on the CW now
is not.
It's literally actor driven. All of them are actor driven. They just play themselves.
That's fair, but you also have to realize that the medium kind of calls for that. It's different medium.
And what are they culturally? What are they accomplishing? People are still not reading the comics.
Yeah,
that's not
it's
true.
Not bringing comic readers. It does not bring comic readers. They will watch those TV shows before they get into those comics.
True.
That is very true.
There are a lot of kids in the past year who've gotten into Black Lightning because of
he's an exception. Like that's what I just said. He's an exception.
Nah, motherfuckers got into Arrow when Arrow dropped too. Motherfuckers got into Flash when Flash dropped too. Legends Tomorrow is kind of really don't.
They reading the books off of that though.
Arrow season 1 and 2 and Flash season 1 and 2 were both very good.
And 2 was
actually it's debatable on Arrow, but Flash definitely
Arrow nigga Flash.
No,
Arrow's debatable too.
Arrow season Flash season 2 was good, but not like as good as the first one. The first one was
but we can agree it wasn't bad.
It wasn't as bad as it later got.
Yeah, it's gotten worse.
There's just no more stories to tell, man.
Shows. Yeah, they've ran through them. They've gassed through them. You using a 26.
Eventually, people are going to forget about the good seasons.
Hunter. They used Reverse Flash. They took and take into other shows. They used every Flash villain you could possibly. Didn't they kill Captain Cold? Which was
you burned all your villains out with a 26 episode format and a villain of the week formula. You burned everything out.
I feel like if anything, they need to change the format. Like Black Lightning,
you sacrifice quantity over quality.
Black Lightning's 13 episode format really helped it out. It didn't feel like dragging like the other shows do.
Henny would feel a lot different if they used Bruce Wayne. And they're just not allowed to. But if he popped up on here, Henny would be singing the same tune. Yes, he would. Like, man, this is horrible for the culture. I hate the CW. Yes, yes, you absolutely.
No, I wouldn't. I'll say it like this: the fucking Marvel shows Inhumans is horrible. That shit is trash. I don't even slander it like that.
What about Gotham? I mean, Gotham is out.
Gotham is trash. Let me be sincere, nigga. No. Hold up. Gotham is trash, bro. That shit is garbage.
No, wait. Gotham is bad because of the story writers. The actors do everything they can possibly do to make it a good show.
Yeah, I would hope so. I don't blame it on them.
Good job.
You can't blame the actors. You can blame the actors.
No one did.
No, but you can blame the actors with CW because they're not doing their thing. With Gotham, they're really doing their thing. The actor for Jim Gordon, amazing. And all the other side characters they've made, amazing. They do their thing. It's the writing. Now, with the CW, it's fucking both because they're both bad.
It's just trash. The writing and the portrayals. It's just
so to summarize it, it stinks. So let's go.
It stinks. So we're not excited. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, we're not excited.
No.
Let's move on to the Marvel shit. So, did you
Brendan
guys read
Fraser.
anything?
Oh yeah, we got to do the Brendan Fraser Titans.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He got announced as the voice of Robot Man in DC's Doom Patrol.
Yeah. I'm
actually really happy for him.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
It's about time he got a role.
When that alert popped up on my phone, I was surprised as shit, and I'm really happy for. Like Ash said, I'm really happy that he's getting a doorway back into the industry.
Yeah, like there's actors worse than him that haven't been blackballed by the industry. I don't understand. I never understood. Like I love Brendan Fraser, man. I'm hyped that he's back.
I love him since The Mummy, man.
I know, like those are some corny things that hit, man.
It really is, bro. I love that shit. And for me, like when I saw the casting, I was like, wow, this fits. I never knew it fit until I saw. I was like, this fits Robot Man. He's a good voice for that because when you think Robot Man, you think of that sarcastic kind of jokey guy like Brendan Fraser. So that's definitely a good pick for the role. They snapped with that one.
Yeah, it's great for him too because it's something that he'll probably be preoccupied with for years. Because they're gonna run that show for a while, probably too long. But anyways,
at least he's getting something.
He'll be good, financially and as an actor, just like for a while.
That man support a budget, so he needs to step. Also, he is also one of my favorite underrated actors.
Yeah.
But what the funny thing when the Mummy flopped, they said. He ain't even lying when they say, if I was in it, wouldn't have fought. So I'm glad to see him and he was better. That's right.
Shout out, man.
So I'm glad to see him getting another acting job, especially in a franchise that I like. So I'm glad.
Okay.
All right, Hen Dog.
All right, man. Let's get into Marvel then. So, did you guys read anything interesting this week?
From Marvel, I mostly read West Coast Avengers. That was interesting. That was an interesting book. Interesting. I'm interested to see where it goes. The cast is okay. That's about all I got this week. That's honestly all I read from Marvel this week. If it ain't no Immortal Hulk, I'm not here.
Hey, at least you stay consistent, bro. I picked up Venom this week. Venom was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Venom,
so great.
When Venom's book first got announced, I was fucking dreading that book. Now I picked it up, and it's actually pretty good. So Marvel, you got one there. X-Men Red was good too. That's pretty much it. Like it's nothing monumental happened this week, but there's some good things in there.
Kate's honestly. You want to go, Brandon?
Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
I was just wanted to say, okay, so I've been peeping. I don't like all those spinoffs. Like I don't like spinoffs in general, but I've been peeping Old Man Hawkeye, and that's honestly some crack. But that's a really good book. Like I'm really impressed. Especially we're seeing Clint and like what happened with the last issue. We saw the Thunderbolts turned on him at the last minute, and then we saw Bucky and he got decapitated. But you know, I had to have a moment of silence for that. But it's a really good spinoff, especially for one that I like it when I see comics that I don't think are going to be good, but they turn out to be fire. So yeah, like Henny said with Venom, they surprised me. So yeah.
Like what Henry said, to be honest, when I saw Cates on the book, I would expect it to have at least some semblance of quality because, to be honest, Cates is climbing up the rank as one of Marvel's new top writers. He's moving forward with the initiative with the other imprints he's pushing. So anything he's on, I'm automatically excited for. My homie's been telling me that Venom's good. I'm gonna try to start it because I've been seeing some wild stuff like Venom with wings, all type of crazy shit.
Oh, they started like this Venom God type storyline, and it's really cool.
I see that.
Like I kind of expected it to be like some Bat God type shit, like Grant Morrison type shit, where like it's too big and it didn't work. But the way they're doing it, it's really, really, really well. So
everything in Venom, if you look at it on a surface value without like actually reading it, you're like, I don't know about that. Like a Venom God, like a symbiote God, like
it sounds horrible, bro. Like
but somehow
it's like some 90s shit.
Yeah, I mean Miles got a little cameo in there. It was real quick too. Like it wasn't even like
Miles cameo in there is so fire. He ripped Buddy's fucking tongue out. That shit was fire. And it goes back into his old 1610 universe. Because if you guys don't know, Venom killed Miles' mother in the Ultimate Universe. Mm-hmm. So that's really dope.
But Hickman was like, no, here's your mom back. So that doesn't even matter anymore. Honestly, I wish his mom had stayed dead. So we could have like the alternate where Peter was raised by a woman, and we have Miles. His was a single father being struggling to raise him as a superhero, especially with the add-on that his father has is more than what he seems. But you know, I guess I can't really complain that much. Just a little. I just feel like that made him more. They gave him more depth with his mother down like that.
Okay.
Yeah, West Coast Avengers, by the way, just a quick word on that, it was a pretty good issue. You know, I thought I was going to cringe on several moments, but I didn't.
I was expecting it.
I didn't. Just don't like America. That's it.
Yeah, I just don't like that's about it. I just don't like America. Holy menstruation. Holy menstration. Whoa. It ain't for me.
Yeah, like she just, I just have a man. Just contentious for almost no reason too.
The way she was written was so corny. That's why it was just
Her power set is just funny to me too. It's just like let's just give her everything.
You punch portals, you fly, you break through dimensions.
You're invulnerable. Like get out of here.
Let's keep it a stack. America is just a non-mutant version of Monet from X Factor.
That's
she's literally what she is.
Invulnerable.
She has every power.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. But fuck America. But besides that, I like the team book. I think it's gonna come together nicely. And I'm interested to see this giant tiger thing. I think it might be one of those books that end up being one of those funny, just good books.
Yeah, you don't know why you just keep reading it. Like you can't explain.
Yeah.
Why you keep reading it?
For you. I don't know why I'm here, but I like this.
Wait, who's the writer for it again? I remember.
Kelly Thompson. She's good. She's been doing pretty good. Her Hawkeye solo was good.
That Hawkeye was decent. I don't even fuck with. Actually, no. You know what? I hate Clint so much. I fuck with Kate. Y'all know that. But she did her thing on the Rogue and Gambit mini. I really liked it. So this and I don't know why. I think Clinton is a little out of character here because honestly, he's a ham and maybe his reasons make sense, but there's no situation where he would join an Avengers team, especially knowing it's an Avengers team. Now I could see if he's like, okay, top wrap up and like, Avengers, like, oh my god, no. But
didn't he make West Coast though? West Coast was his thing, his team that he was from.
No, he came in and said, "Hey, I'll have me on here and I'll fund you guys."
Okay, that would make sense.
But for the future of that, since we're bringing back some of the old people, maybe and since Moon Knight's solo has been kind of mid, maybe bring him back. So we have three of the original. We have three of the original people on the team.
Yeah. He wouldn't click in West Coast for me. Sunshine.
He was there for like
California. He
whole
was,
run,
but
though.
It wouldn't click for me. It wouldn't click for me personally. And to be honest, most Avengers members suck. They have a trash roster, so I'm not honestly interested in seeing older members. Like, we really want to see Triathlon? You really want to see that?
3D, man.
I don't want to see these bums. Black Knight. That's something Avengers lacking to me. That
what I've heard so far,
roster fucking stinks.
West Coast Avengers is actually a pretty good book, but the barometer is so low for Avengers book right now. It's kind of weird. Like,
we're just looking for anything at this point.
We're just looking for anything. Everybody's just grasping for something.
Every time I try to get into Avengers, I just get more disappointed in Jason Aaron for making a mid-ass book. But hey, to each of their own. Let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah.
The Marvel Knights
Can we talk about Avengers? Can we talk about Avengers number 6? Can I? For me, for Jason Aaron's one, the worst part is his She-Hulk. It fucking stinks. It's like I'm looking at a walking brainlet pack with 400 pounds of muscle, and it's just like
let him talk about it, man. That's one of his characters, man.
It's just like I hate. Like, I didn't mind that he gave her a strength buster or to make her, more muscular, make her more powerful to be a powerhouse on the team. It's the fact that he relegated her to just to being a third person talking Hulk since you can't get Bruce Banner on the line anymore. It's just like that stunk. I wish that her character is the weakest part of this book because it holds it down. Because essentially they're just playing as the female Bruce Banner. Oh, I can't control myself. That's it. It's like, I hate books like this. Sometimes when you're doing a team book that has to address threats every 5 issues, there's certain ways that you do it. Yeah, and sometimes that shit gets tiring. Oh wow, the universe is about to end. We got some space planet busting. God, that shit gets tired after a while. And it's like you have to have some certain aspect of the book to keep you there. Like have good character interactions. And I'm like, man, this shit ain't clicking. I'm looking at certain characters. I'm like, I'm good on it. Maybe the next arc will do great with they got David Marquez on art with Namor coming in, issue 7 or issue 8. I'll probably try to jump back in on that because the redesign looks interesting, and he looks a lot different. So I'll come in to see what he's doing with that. I like Jason Aaron, but he stinks at writing whole characters. It's Avengers running it so far.
Team book.
She-Hulk's problem, like you said, is like a bigger symptom of that book where like the book just feels mad generic. Like it doesn't feel unique at all.
Yeah.
Like everybody's jaw is the exact fucking same.
Yeah, that's more the Egg McGuinness. I personally I understand the jaw shit with Egg McGuinness. He draw just some blocky motherfuckers. But I like Egg McGuinness because I love his Superman Batman run. So I always cut him some slack when he draws those.
His fucking art. It's just like his art doesn't help the book at all.
Yeah. It doesn't help it. I mean, it's not bad though. He's drawn some decent spreads with like the Celestials and stuff, but it's just like it's not the art that's the problem. For me, it's the writing itself. I don't care about the central plot. I don't care about most of the characters you got on the team. This is like a fucking mixed match team. You got let me put Black Panther here. I'm gonna put Captain Marvel here. I'm gonna put Ghost Rider. Then Doctor Strange is just like shit don't click. But hopefully it gets better. And that's my take on that.
As powerful as Robbie is, but it's like he's not supposed to be there. He's not supposed to be on the team. Yeah. I know people complain.
He's a spirit of vengeance. Yeah. Like, why are you here? Yeah. Superhero team. Man,
he kills people. He literally kills people.
You drag them to hell. That is your job.
Team is a killer.
Like they're not okay with it though. They're not okay with that. And that's literally his entire that's what he does. He has to or he dies. He has to kill people or he's dead. That's it. They're not gonna understand that. Cap's not gonna care. Oh, you can't kill people. No, he's not gonna care. He doesn't give a shit. So
he drags people to hell. That is his job. Why are you here, son? Saints Row Place.
But, thank God we're getting another Solo.
So, the Marvel Knights revival, which was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, has been revealed to be a 6-issue miniseries. It's set to feature Daredevil, Punisher, Black Panther, and Elektra along with other characters. I'm kind of disappointed that's just going to be a mini. I was really hoping for like the imprint to return because those grounded books helped a lot of people get into comics. Not to mention they were all really good fucking books. Like the Marvel Knights imprint didn't fucking miss for a long time. The Spider-Man books on it was really good. Daredevil, Panther, everything on it was really, really good. So I'm kind of disappointed that this is just a miniseries. And how does everybody else feel about it?
I honestly agree with you about that because, like, I miss when Marvel used to have multiple imprints, like their Max and their Marvel Knight stuff. Like, Daredevil's Marvel Knight with Kevin Smith, Guardian Devil is a top 3 Daredevil story.
Really good, really fucking good.
Like you said, it leads into, like, I think maybe the miniseries can maybe lead into something, but I feel like Marvel doesn't have as trust in having imprints as DC does. So I think they just say we're just going to give minis, test the waters. If we get something going, maybe we can get into that. But I feel like they're just going to get these stories out and then just keep going along. Because I was excited when they announced Garth Ennis back on Punisher Max with the Max line. I was like, man, they should bring back the Max line of comics because it was just rated R Marvel stuff, and I would be excited to see that because there was tons of good books there on that imprint. And like they also showed other characters. I remember they said Karnak was getting one. I'm actually excited if he gets a book because if you guys didn't know, Warren Ellis's Karnak was some fucking gas. That shit was heat. The only thing that held it back was that apparently the artist had personal problems, so it delayed the book. We never got to see what the book could have been because they had to switch him off, put a new artist in, and then it stopped at 8 issues, and it kind of fucked up the flow of the story. So the delays fucked that book. So I would be excited for somebody to bring Karnak back, and hell, if it's a 6-issue mini, I'll take it because that first issue of
Karnak is the Death of the Humans story that's going on right now. So, I mean, if he's a part of it, I guess depending on where the story falls in the chronology of the Marvel universe, it could kind of confirm that he's staying alive.
Yeah. So and they also had Hulk in there. I think I only remember one Marvel Knights Hulk story, and that was like when he went to Paris and he fought this huge green woman. It was like some weird shit. But I'm definitely gonna peep it, regardless of what it is, just to see what's going on.
All right, go ahead. Everybody else.
Just same as Ken. Really, just wait and see. That's what you have to do with a lot of Marvel stuff. Is you just have to wait and see. I never get properly hyped by it. Until then,
real talk. it's when the book gets to that it's like it's never hype for when I get shit like for DC books. It's like when Marvel announces stuff, it's like I'll wait till it gets here, and then I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't have as much hype.
Marvel's lost its faith with the people. Real shit. Yeah. If we keep it in a bug,
they have.
Miniseries are inconsequential though. It's an easy. Yeah, it's like easy it could be a net zero if it goes bad because it's just a mini. If they had committed to anything further than that, then if it went bad,
they still make money. They're not losing anything.
Yeah, if it succeeds, it succeeds. The reason Rogue and Gambit have their own series now, Mr. and Mrs. X, which is ongoing, is because the Rogue and Gambit mini succeeded. I like that formula for Marvel has a lot of flaws. But I like let's give them a mini series and see if people fuck with it.
Yeah,
and then we'll give them DC needs to start doing that, especially with a lot of different characters.
I mean, like they
do a lot of mini series, but it didn't sell. I wanted Black Lightning to do great because Tony Isabella, like surprisingly, that book held up. Considering how long he's been writing, like he wrote Black Lightning like in the 70s. Like most normal writers can't. Yeah, he created Black Lightning. He's his creator, and somehow he still has a grasp of it. He still has the hang of it because like you bring niggas like Chris Claremont back, it's like, oof, buddy, you need to hang it up. Take your ass back home. Or hell, Marv Wolf. I love Marv Wolf. Love New Teen Titans. That Cyborg isn't it, man? Take it back home. It's just like it's amazing to see how he held up. I like that. I think they should do more the way they test the waters, and then just still give them a chance. Still throw them out there, push these characters more. Because it's like when I saw that Black History Month shit, I'm like, y'all don't push these niggas. Y'all don't push Jon Stewart. I don't push blacks. I don't push Black Lightning like that. I'll just now push him because he got that show. It's like I want him to do that.
As far as Marvel solicits go, like really everything was all right. I like Riri, so the armor is okay. I feel like, but what really got me excited. And I think I'm the only one who even cares about this is all the Spider news, especially with Otto getting getting back, getting out of that Nazi pit, getting out of that damn Nazi pit, and getting back into the OG black and red. Like I will buy. Like honestly, I'm the only one who cares about. I feel like I'm the only one who cares about the spider shit. But
the Spider-Geddon stuff.
Spider-Geddon or Otto?
They got Chris Priest.
I'm reading it.
I'm reading it. I'm very excited for it.
How did you? Well, no one's talking about it. That's why.
We talked about last week.
We dead ass talked about it last week.
Oh shit, I wasn't here.
Yeah,
but
just anyway, for it, but
yeah. Edge of Spider-Geddon was very good, and we got a lot of Spider Punk. We get to see another black hero people can care about. But yeah, I can't wait. Everything that excited me concerning the solicits was Spider related. So there we go.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened this week was Wolverine's apparently getting a new suit in Return of Wolverine. It's a predominantly black suit with like red trim, and that Wolverine's new suit looks like a motherfucking P.F. Chang's chef outfit.
To me, it just looks like a rip-off Guardian suit. Like, have you guys ever seen like the old Guardians of the Galaxy suit? Like, he literally looks
like the gray and red.
Yeah, it looks legitimate, just like that. Yeah, I'm like, okay, this is a weird fit. First we got heat claws, now we got Guardian fits. Okay. One thing that I did think was funny was when he was cooking shit with heat claws. Like he was actually cooking.
They put that cover out. I saw that.
Funny. That was funny. I like that. They should make more fun of that.
And another thing with Wolverine's resurrection is apparently his resurrection is going to tie into the Avengers 700 story. Which is, and like it's okay. Like shout out to Waka Flocka. Like, like just bring the nigga back. You don't got to make it a big whole thing. Just fucking bring him back. It's been 3 years. Might as well. Shit.
Yeah.
Get into something. Riri Williams is getting her own book. If you guys don't know who Riri Williams is, Tony Stark got put into a coma after Civil War II, thanks to Carol Danvers. Fuck Captain Marvel. So while he was gone, Riri Williams took up the mantle of Iron Man. She was there though called Ironheart. She is now getting her own book titled Riri Williams Ironheart, and it's announced with playwright Eve Ewing and Kevin LaBranda. And I never got into her Invincible Iron Man run starring Riri because I felt like as soon as I got attached to the character, she would just be taken away, and that's kind of what ended up happening anyway. And that's what ended up happening to when I got into Sam Wilson's Captain America book. But her getting her own solo is very, very important. People should go read and support this book, and I'm gonna buy it. Because I really like her character. I've only really experienced her, and I want to say it was Champions. I've really only experienced her in that. I haven't experienced her in depth, so I'm really excited to explore her character. Eve Ewing did an interview about it, and she says she's gonna explore Riri being in Chicago. Like she's from the South Side of Chicago. She's gonna be like what train she took, what school she go to, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I read the whole run. And it was like the one thing Bendis was able to actually like write even a little bit towards his end run at Marvel. Like it was actually good to me. I actually genuinely enjoyed everything. So I'm like extremely hyped for her. She's a really fun character. People get onto her because she's like they said she's too smart.
Hey everyone, this is your boy X, aka Henny at Blackish392, wherever you guys want to call me. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties this week on the pod, which resulted in some of our audio being lost. So some of the segments got dropped, but however, we did recover some of it. In this last 5 minutes, what we recovered is the outro for the week, along with what's left of our discussion about the erasure of people of color and women in comics. We hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry for the difficulties. We'll make it up to you guys somehow.
This shit didn't happen. Because everybody was like, I don't know what no comics are. I don't read that shit. But now people are open with it, so now they can go. All the people who got bullied in high school, these fucking wimps, now they can go on social media and do the exact same because they want to feel powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just want to feel elitist. They want to be above somebody about it. And that's just not the way to go about it.
That's some whole nigga behavior. Let's keep it real. It's some bitch ass nigga behavior. And the motherfuckers co-signing that motherfucker was some bitch ass niggas too.
Some little brainless
niggas I follow too. Right?
Yes.
I'm like, damn, really?
Yeah, like
it hurts when you see co-sign. It hurts when you see a nigga who's saying some stupid shit and it says so and so retweeted this, and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
You just a nigga. But yeah,
it's stupid. I'm just like, don't. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go first, Ash.
Oh, I was about to say, like, don't sit there and ask for, I don't know, girl, like, where are the females that read X, Y, and Z? Where are the females that get? And when we show up, be like, nah, y'all don't count. Nah. Like, just shut your ass up then. Like,
and then they start crying. Black women don't like me, bro.
Exactly. Maybe it's because you ugly. Maybe it's because you musty. Like, maybe it's because your lineup ain't right. Like,
and mind you, this all fucking started from the I forgot what the fuck, like the Ed and Eddie meme when fucking Double D opened the bucket and said niggas like girls who they don't really want to fucking want, but you know what I'm saying, they do it so they could have a fucking nice guy complex. And then these tweets always sound like I don't talk to women or I don't hang around a lot of niggas. That's what these tweets always fucking sound like.
Yes.
Them incels, man.
And it cracks me up because when I ask these men, like, where do y'all be going to meet nerd women in life? And it's never places that make sense. I'm like,
grocery
you can't
store.
Right. I'm like, you can't be in the club at 2 a.m. in a bitch face asking, like, do you like Yu Hakusho? Like, it's not going to work like that.
Batman 50?
Place where you find them like that. You got that new One Punch Man chat, Mark?
You see that new Avengers Mark?
How you feel about that JLA run, man? Like,
you in the wrong venue for this shit. You pulling up in the wrong venue.
I mean, like, more often than not, like, go to your local comic book stores. We in there. Like, go to a bookstore. We in there. Go to a con. We in there. Like,
the wrong damn place.
They're saying all this on the very app where all of them are.
Exactly.
Hilarious.
Twitter has the largest, is where people are honest about themselves. I don't know anybody on Twitter who hides the fact they read comics on Twitter. Maybe they don't tell you in real life. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Some of the people that I follow that are really big comic readers, even my own girlfriend, I wouldn't know she read comics in real life unless I caught her somewhere that people who read comics are. Now, like even if I knew her like at school, I wouldn't know this. But people on Twitter saying, "Hey, I like this, and this." Maybe you're not a fucking expert, but you're just starting out. That's how everyone just started out. No one came in this shit. Knowing what run is this run and what?
Everybody
stop it
somewhere.
You look like a dweeb. Stop it. They're not gonna fuck you, bro. Stop.
That pussy.
Honestly, another point. Fucking, I remember some dumb nigga, besides the bitch nigga we originally mentioned, some dumb nigga came and Ash just mentioned after, and I was like, nah, nigga, you just sound like you don't fucking talk to girls. And the nigga hit me back with, she not gonna let you beat, bro. Nigga.
Come on, man.
That was funny. That was hilarious.
Nigga, I screenshotted and sent it to you. Like, look at this stupid nigga.
Like, I almost added him and said, I'm not gonna let you beat either, my nigga, so what's up? Like,
didn't that nigga slide in your DMs anyway?
He sure did. So,
wow.
Close but no cigar. You're still an asshole. So
once again, bitch ass nigga behavior. So,
but
if you are one of these bitch ass niggas saying this bitch ass nigga shit, my nigga, unfollow us, please stop listening to this podcast because my nigga, this is not for you. Yeah. This is as long as much of this fucking term is made fun of. This is a safe space for everybody who wants to be a nerd, who maybe has felt marginalized by being a nerd. And if you want to make fun of women for trying to get into this or whatnot, my nigga, fuck you from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you.
Facts. You can suck my black girl dick from the back, homie. Like, it is what it is.
Oh man.
But like Brandon said, it's a lot of elitism with these niggas. Like nobody starts from nowhere. We all come from small beginnings. Like I came from watching cartoons. You know, my uncle started me off on this stuff. Like I hate when people want be dickheads about shit. Cause like if you saw me, you would never know that I read comics. You thought I would just be some regular football ass nigga, etc.
Ain't you though?
Know, I mean, I am. You know, I am. But still, you would never know that I read or I get into the hobbies that I get into. You know, I like a lot of stuff, but you would never know that if you saw me. But
I was gonna be like, damn.
Like,
people look at you and be like, that nigga can't read.
No one would know.
Chill on me. But yeah, something like that. But you know, Twitter is a place where you can meet tons of people like that. Like that's how I met most of the people in this podcast. You know,
nigga, that's how we all met each other.
Yeah, we all met. Yeah, it's the perfect place for that.
Y'all just follow me for different reasons. That's all.
Braden's tweet stink. I wouldn't follow nigga not for the chat.
Penny didn't
I don't even tweet no more
for a long time.
Because your tweets are trash.
I thought that was funny because I had more followers than you. I was like, bro, you need my following, bro.
Wow.
What? Wait, Brandon, let's make this shit clear, nigga. I got a banging tweet off your fucking picture, nigga. You need my help.
But who made the picture? I've given you half your tweet. Not half.
Is that it for this week?
That's all we got.
It might just be.
That's all we got for this week. All right, Go ahead and lead us out, Ash.
You can follow me at Ash the Stampede on Twitter. I guess you can follow me. I mean, my tweet's kind of trash too. I make numbers off of dumb shit, but
they're bad.
They're bad.
Fuck off. Fuck the fuck off.
As always, this is your boy Henny or X, wherever the fuck niggas want to call me this week. I don't care anymore. At Black Eyes 392, please follow the page at Looking Glass Net. Really do that. We really appreciate it if you go ahead and did that. And please keep fucking with us. Go ahead, my niggas.
Okay. Church, Coffmore God on Twitter. You know, I literally don't have to promote my account this week. You should already know by now.
Yeah. I'm gonna promote it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, it's Brandon Operculous. But like, if you can't find my at, which I can't even find my at sometimes, just type in Dirt Devil.
You're not missing out.
I mean, the followers, but my tweets are kind of whack.
His tweets is like just mad hot takes, like hot take after hot take. You don't need that fire on your timeline.
At least this is fire.
Yeah. You can follow me at Ken at Shadow_. I don't really tweet shit except be comic panels, One Piece every now and then. I just retweet shit.
He be liking shit.
I mean, yeah, you can come get that gas if you need it. I got it. Got that heat. And that's it for me this week.
Yeah. Follow us at Looking Glass Net, and we're out. Peace. We'll see y'all next week.
I will never stun on that, but we need to go find another one and reattach, cause you don't deserve. You work my nerves, and I don't trust a single word. You such a bird, and I know that you looking for attention. You seek it and you crave, so you bound to do whatever for some likes up on your page. Now you taking pictures all up in some nigga crib stunning. You gon' make somebody come to you as a woman, cause you never lift me up. All you do is bring me down, so I done had enough.